Oh, hey, you're back. Sounds like you want to have another video. Totally had to say that. But anyways, I'm Jess and you're watching Keto Rewind, and today we have another fun video. This video will be a pumpkin keto bagel. So it's a take on my other keto bagel, keto everything bagel. And I took away the everything seasoning and replaced it with pumpkin pie spice, added pumpkin puree, and added some, or I upped the sweetener. So these are delicious for fall. When everybody else that you know is having pumpkin flavored everything, you can have pumpkin too. So if you haven't already checked out the pumpkin bread recipe, click that link. And also, these are great if you want to toast them up and put a spread of cream cheese all on the top, or put butter on the top and put maybe sprinkle some cinnamon and like a Canto sweetener, or a sweetener of your choice, maybe even some sugar-free maple syrup. Have fun with these. So, but my favorite is just adding some cream cheese and keeping it simple. So anyways, let's dive in and make these keto pumpkin bagels. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, please, please, please. So, but anyways, let's go make these keto pumpkin bagels. Okay, so let's make the pumpkin spice keto bagels. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put all the dry ingredients into this bowl, and then we're gonna dump it in. So right now in here I have 100 grams of psyllium husk powder. This is gonna give it that texture of like a wheat without having wheat in your, or the gluten I should say, without actually using gluten. And also it has a nice fiber content. So 100 grams or 10 tablespoons, whichever's easiest for you to. I'm so bummed. I just cooked that recipe and my camera cut out. So anyways, I have the bagels done. So if you want like step-by-step instruction, you can watch the other video I posted above here, or you can go to down below and use the blog post with the recipe. Sorry. I will probably remake these at some point, but I was like, darn it, my camera just cut out and my battery died. So I cooked away like a little crazy lady and don't have any footage of it now. But anyways, the complete recipe is down below. A link to the blog post that has everything you need, or you can watch an old video if you want to see a demonstration of it. But it's really simple. Mix the wet ingredients, mix the dry ingredients, mix them together, flatten them out so they're like pancakes, stick your finger through it so it makes a donut shape, bake them in the oven at 350 for 55 or 60 minutes. Voila! So anyways, here's the rest of the video. You might be wondering, how do I store these bagels? It makes 12 bagels at a time. Well, here's a sampling of my keto pumpkin bagels. I throw them in a Ziploc. I also will use my food saver. It depends what type of mood I'm in and how frequently we're eating these. Right now we're eating them so much that just a Ziploc bag in the freezer is all I need. But if you were gonna have like one and maybe have one in a couple of weeks, something more in the slower pace, I'd totally use a food saver. But I found that just a gallon Ziploc storage bag and popping them in the freezer, and I take out one at a time, pop them in the microwave just to like defrost them, cut them in half and put them in my air fryer to crisp and toast them up. But you could like pan fry them, like grill them that way. You could use an old-fashioned toaster, use a broiler in your oven, whatever, but find a way to toast them and get to enjoy. So I'm gonna show you what the finished product looks like. But here's a frozen one. And I just simply pop it in the microwave and give that just, 10, 20 seconds, just so it gets soft where I can cut it. And then we're gonna slice it in half and put it in the old air fryer, and I'll be right back. All right, fresh out of the microwave, yum, yum. And it's not soggy, it's nice and it holds together great. Let me try not to cut my fingers off here for you while I demonstrate. It has the nice thing about this recipe, it uses psyllium husk, and that acts kind of like the wheat gluten would act. So it keeps it nice and like the stretch recovery. So these aren't gonna crumble and fall apart. But there's basically the, plain bagel. And I'm gonna toast them and I'll be right back. I think my camera doesn't want to take a picture, but I just put it at 400 degrees and I have it toasting in there. Oh, I forgot to adjust my time, but it only takes like maybe 3 or 4 minutes to toast them up, but your air fryer might be different. Okay, so while the air fryer is finishing toasting those bagels, make sure you measure your cream cheese. That's a serving of cream cheese. It's 28 grams. That's all that's allowed on like I halved my bagel, so I need to put half, take this one part and divide it into 2 for each half. But it's so easy to go over on, I guess this is called a condiment, I don't know, spreads. It's so easy to go over. So measure, measure, measure. So I already have it put away and it's ready to go, waiting for the air fryer to finish toasting it so that I won't overdo it, and I can easily enter in my macros. And the macros for the bagels, everything's down below in the description. I forgot before I came downstairs. So here they are, toasted up. You can hear the crunch, nice and crispy, just like real bread. And the color is nice. I like them toasted to this, like just a tiny bit of brown. You can toast it more than that. But either way, let me show you what it looks like. So I have to put this cream cheese on just one. I normally would do this before just in the section. So now I have to actually measure my spreads and butters and all that stuff, because all those calories add up. When people complain about not losing weight fast or rapidly, I bet you're losing a lot of calories to just this little trick. Because it's sneaky. It's so sneaky, because you take a swipe of cream cheese and you're not expecting it to like completely wreck your macros for the day. But if you have 2, 3, or 4 servings, that will mess you up and that will slow you down, because they do matter. If you're trying to be in a calorie deficit and be under your macros and all that stuff, you have to follow the rules, and that's measure, measure, measure. Okay, so there is the finished product. Isn't that delicious looking? Don't you want a pumpkin bagel? And if you don't have, I don't have like, anything fancy going on here. I just used my fingers and rolled them into a donut shape. You could use a donut mold pan, but I think it's not necessary. These held up so well that I could just do it by hand. So anyways, all the recipe and the links are below. And if you could just smell the pumpkin. So yummy. So anyways, I'm going to enjoy my bagel, and I'll see you at the next video. You're watching Keto Rewind. Hit that subscribe button and see you at the next video. Bye.